Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all. The ship's at sea. Welcome to...
Oh, shit. It's called pre-show, y'all. We doing some pre-show, baby. We doing pre-show, baby. Oh, we doing pre-show, baby. Pre-show, baby. No, this is what you get when your wife wakes you up early in the morning. Like, you know what I mean? This is what happens when the wife wakes you up. Like when the wife gets up at 5:30 to go into work at 6, is she going in early? Your ass gets up. You ain't got no choice, partner. But I was hitting them on the Discord server. I told y'all there are some remixes to Give Me That Couch. Y'all thought I was bullshit. I'm not bullshit. Matter of fact, this is remix number 3 right here. I want you to listen to it. Hey! Flies all the way out in the backyard, y'all.
Turn the lights down.
$10 drinks at the bar. $10 drinks at the bar. Hey!
Let me tell you about the softest love I ever known.
Yeah.
Give me that couch. I came home weary, word on my back, neon nights and a heart off track. Kicked off my shoes, loosened my tie, saw you waiting there, cushion piled high. Girl, you don't argue, you don't complain, you just open up those arms again. In the quiet glow of a midnight room, you're my sanctuary and blush perfume. Give me the couch, give me the couch.
When the day gets rough and the streets get cold,
you're the only one that lets me fall. Sink down deep in your sweet caress, wrapped in comfort and tenderness. Oh, my velvet embrace, softest touch in the whole wide place. You hold me close, don't say a word. Every curve of you is so superb. Baby, you cushion my soul tonight. Oh, make everything feel so right. In your arms, I lose control. Oh, so far you're rocking my soul. Give me that couch. Yeah. Candles flicker, shadows sway. You and me at the end of the day. Leather smooth, fabric fine. Girl, your texture fits just fine. No judgment eyes, no broken trust. Just silent springs and a little bit of lust. Or maybe just affection so deep. You're the reason I don't lose steam. When the world keeps pushing too hard on me, you're the place I wanna be. Slide on over, take me in. Let the evening slowly begin. Oh, my velvet embrace, softest touch in a whole wide place. You hold me close, don't say a word. Every contour simply unheard. Baby, you reach my soul tonight. Oh, everything feels so right. In your arms, I melt away. Girl, I'm yours till the break of day. Give me that couch. I want that couch. They said a man shouldn't love furniture, but they never felt what I feel.
Never felt what I feel.
The way you support me, the way you comfort me. Baby, that's real. Give me that
Good
couch.
morning.
Slide into you, gentle and slow. Feel that rhythm in the undertow. Rock with me in the quiet space. Lost in your
I have. No, this is the remix of Give Me That Couch.
grace, oh my velvet embrace. You're my comfort, you're my safe space. When the night falls heavy and cold, you're the warmth my arms can hold. Baby, you cushion my soul tonight. Make everything feel so right. In your arms, I always stay till morning light pulls me away.
This is guaranteed. Your couch's panties
On
off.
that couch.
I don't know. It's on the saxophone, baby.
Oh, baby.
Have price breaks for all the ladies. Have price breaks for all the
Don't you
ladies
ever
tonight.
change those
All the
cushions.
ladies. Oh, here we go.
I'll be home soon.
One day somebody's gonna beat my ass because of Give Me the Couch. I have already assured this. All my Wiccans, all my brujerías, all my Wiccans, all my brujerías. Much love to you. Much love to you. Yep, this is pre-show. I was supposed to be, right about now I'd be making coffee. But the wife got up at 5:30 this morning. Maggie, good morning. Hold on. Let's go. Do. Morning, coffee beans. I want to share this with you guys as well. I am a chaos practitioner. In other words, I am a witch. I'm happy my spiritual journey brought me to this. Congratulations, Magpie. Get the pledge cleared up on aisle 4. Oh, my goodness. What in the hell, man? You know, when this show ended yesterday, we was all waiting for Orange Oompa Loompa Cheeto Man to wipe an entire Iranian civilization off the map. And then, much like everything else that this man does, he chickened out. My brother, my friend, my brother, leader of the Outcast Nation, and the second in the Villains Guild, Mr. Professor Moriarty's in the building. Professor Moriarty's in the building. E, I love you more than words, my friend. I love you more than words. How you get? Hold on. Regulated goods and services. Sure, TikTok. What goods am I regulating? Anywho. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's where taco came from. Trump, always chickens out. Grand Rising, April. Taco, chicken, and waffle politics continue. Sunshine Rain, you is not joking. He had everybody on the edge of their seat, hoping this sumbitch didn't drop a nuke on their ass. I'm glad they are, E. Same here. But this is what leads us, ladies and gentlemen, to which we always have to ask the proverbial question, especially on a Wednesday. Why? Why are we here? Why are we here? Y'all will have to forgive me. I am recovering from a cold or a flu. I think I have the flu. Why are we here? What? Why? Why are we here? Once again, the world is being held hostage by a jackass. Once again, the host is playing a remix of the song Give Me That Couch. Yo, the AI summaries on these damn lines is nasty work, baby. Nasty. The AI summary for this show, the show ain't even been on 5 minutes, is the host is playing a remix of the song Give Me That Couch. Just realized your base account was banned. Glad to find your backup. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Chris, the Scotsman. What is it? Scotland? Yeah, Scotland. Scotland's in the building. Why are we always here? Why are we always here? Morning, Brother Wolfie, all the way from Australia. I'm going to be so serious with y'all when I say this. Black MAGA can kiss my ass. Harley's back on TikTok. Look at you. Hold on. Now I can't find it. I'll find it later. Black MAGA has got to be some of the stupidest people. Scotland sounds like an ocean from Nova Scotia. From Nova Scotia. Oh, shit. Hey, I love Nova Scotia. Is restricted for harassment and bullying. And y'all wonder why I don't do this on TikTok. Who exactly am I harassing and bullying? You know what? Let's deviate from what I was about to talk about. Let's deviate on this. Why does the world have to make a safe space for MAGA people? Why? Hold on. How about the Artemis crew ignoring Trump when they called during their mission? They ignored him? Hey, yo. Hey, bitch, we ain't talking to you. We ain't talking to you, bitch. And I mean that sincerely. Why do we have to make a safe space for these people? Let me be brutally honest with you. If you don't think we made the moon landing, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to speak to you. I ain't got nothing to talk to you about. If you think raw ass milk is delicious, I need you to go sit in the goddamn corner. Get your ass off your shoulder, go sit in the corner. Morning, Witchy. How's Steve doing? If you think RFK Jr. is great for health, I need you to get away from me before I kick you. I need you to back up. Magpie says, Thomas, I know why, because America, also known as dumb Effistan, needs these people to uphold their dumb, poor, uneducated white voting base. Inferno said they just stood there literally twiddling their thumbs when he called. They thought it was possibly something important. It wound up being Trump. Listen. Hey, E, I saw that. Big Boy's on that MAGA shit too. It used to be a time in American history where dumb people couldn't talk to you. Oh, Nolan, what's going on? The smallest being in the building. Big Nolan. I'm alive, John. That's about as good as I need to get it. Harley, I already know they filtering. I know. You didn't have to make safe spaces for these people. You didn't. If they didn't like the news, bitch, they didn't like the news. What you want me to do? Get better? I don't care. I believe the hyper-partisanness of American politics is completely on one side. It's on the Republican side. The Republicans like to stand next to somebody talking about we all in trouble. No, bitch, who is we? We ain't got shit to do with this. What are you speaking, bitch? I don't know who we is. I don't know who the hell we is. Man, if you can get we out of here, bitch, I'm not French. I'm not. But people like Larry Ellison had to buy shit like CBS, CNN, and TikTok in order for these MAGA dumbasses to be able to be heard. Nobody wanted to hear from these goddamn people. Nobody. Hey, y'all remember the fat dude with the barbecue shirt that came up and talked about the Biden crime family? Remember him? He would have been hauled away back in the day, goddamn. He gotta go. You think they're gonna let him talk? Do you really honestly think somebody was gonna put a camera on him and let him talk? No. He would have been physically ejectocito, cuz. Ejectocito, cuz! He would have been physically ejectocito, cuz, in the Senate. Ejectocito, cuz! If you get your dumb ass out of here. Larry Ellison had to buy news organizations in order for these people to have a voice. They shouldn't have one. I'm sorry, you are uneducated bitch. Sit down. Go over there. Go over there. T is joy and coffee is life, the one, the only. Teresa Black, a.k.a. Tea Time with T is in the building. Good morning. We never let these people talk to us. And Fox News is the biggest contributor to the lack of education in the United States. I said exactly what the hell I said, and I ain't taking it back. Sorry. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Fox News has created more idiots, more dumbasses, and more people who are just completely uneducated about shit that is going on around them than anything that has ever happened in American goddamn history. You cannot, that is a propaganda machine with a chyron, bitch. That's exactly what the hell they are. They are a propaganda machine with a chyron. The fact that somebody shaped their lips, and they were white lips, don't even, I just gonna hurt your feelings, but I don't care. The fact that somebody shaped them loose, them thin-ass lips, to say that because Kamala Harris did not go on the Joe Rogan podcast is why she lost the election has got to be, I tell you what, dig up Walter Cronkite and ask him, would it have been okay for her to go to a goddamn podcast? Walt go jump out there and murk somebody, goddamn it. You think Walter Cronkite would say, come on. Come on. GB News in the UK is the UK wing of Fox News. Hey, E, have you noticed how dumb a lot of Londoners, a lot of people in the UK have become? I rest my goddamn case. You listen, we have a representative, we have somebody that lives in the UK right now that has the same goddamn Fox News-esque damn shit in GB News. Ask him. Ask him. Does it seem like these people were getting dumber? We never let these people talk to us. Dry ass, salt and pepper lips. Yeah, yes, Magpie. But I want y'all to think about that. The keyboard cowards went to YouTube University. Now everyone's an expert. Exactly, Annabelle. Exactly. The collective mindset of Americans are being shaped by people who send their children to elite schools to get better educated than your dumb ass. Update from Australia. Australian soldier that was arrested for war crimes today denied bail. Got to be more. Oh my God! And again, people expect us to act as though this is normal. No, I will not. I'm sorry. Since the show is in swing, let me go ahead and get this shit started. Godzilla -1 in hell. We talking some crazy shit today. Y'all better hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to a Why Wednesday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Call Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud, upstanding member of the Outcast Nation. Your mama joked this morning, when your mom went down on your dad, she felt dumber. Because your father's penis is filled with MAGA shit. So one day, she sees me walking through a supermarket, right past the cucumbers and the imagery, I tell you. Your mom offered to take me to your mom university where she has good brain. And I said, hey, I'm not one to turn down good brain. And wouldn't you know it, your mom went down, and when she came up, she was not MAGA. You're welcome. It's never too early for your mama jokes. Listen, y'all gonna have to learn. It's never too early for them mama jokes. Your mom got good brains. Anyway, I introduce to you my co-host with the co-most of the co-most, Persepolis the Cactus. Bask in him, bitches. Bask in him. It is always B-Sef in the building. It is always B-Sef in the building. Uh-oh. And we got a Coco sighting. We got us a Coco sighting with a bombastic side eye, followed by the criminal offensive side eye. Yay! I know it. Listen, we got way too many Coco fans in the building. We got way too many Coco fans in the building. The machine gun duck is in the building. Don't mess with him. That man out here with a Gatling gun. All right. Last comment. Oh, Lord. Harley said that Chris Lotus is taking a mental health break but gives proof of life on Discord daily. Okay. I know Chris might be listening, even if he's taking his mental health break. Chris, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for sharing your life and your journey with the rest of us. Thank you for always being attentive, for always being loving, and for caring for those even as you go through what you go through. I love you, and I am very proud and humbled to call you my friend. We love you, Chris. Don't ever forget that. One in the air for Chris Lotus. One in the air for Chris Lotus. Get your ones in the air for Chris Lotus. Ones in the air for Chris Lotus. This is what we do around here, kids. If this is your first time watching this show, this is what we do around here. We have a unique, eclectic group of people called the Coffee Beans. The Coffee Beans run this show. I just happen to be the conductor. That's all I am. That is all I am. I'm the guy that gets a chance to conduct this incredibly eclectic, weird-ass, incredible show filled with people who I absolutely love and adore, Morning, Mary Greenberg's over in the Tiki Talks. Love you, Mary. From the oldest to the youngest. We love on each other around here. We love on each other around here. And when one of us is down, all of us pitch in to bring that person up. You ain't got to be a complete coffee drinker to watch this show or be a part of the Coffee Bean community. All you got to be is loving, funny, and willing to be your damn self. We don't deal with fake around here. We love on each other. So once again, ones in the air for Chris Lotus. Ones in the air. Give me ones in the air for Chris Lotus. Ones in the air for Chris Lotus. Love that man. Love that brother. All right. Oh, it's a Why Wednesday. And Taco has tacoed. He's talking about ending the civilization on Tuesday. By Tuesday night, he ain't ending shit but our suspense.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
That man is so full of shit, his eyes are orange. Yesterday, it was all, I'm going to destroy Iran. Oh! By yesterday night, they was like, hey, you going to destroy Iran or not? He was like,
wedding supper be way down yonder in a hickory in a cottonwood in a eucalyptus tree, Crambo.
By yesterday night, it was Crambo, goddammit. It was Hickman and Hickory and a Hickory and a eucalyptus tree, Crambo. But my question isn't about Trump. Trump is doing exactly what he has always done. Take money that don't belong to him, steal shit in front of your face, lie to you, promise you a bunch of shit, and never deliver. So he is not who I am even mad at this point. Oh, let me go ahead. Before I go anywhere, I can already tell y'all, look at y'all. Some of y'all are drooling right now. Some of y'all are drooling right now. Some of y'all are like,
boom, boom, down.
some of y'all are like a licky boom boom down right now. I see you because I know what you want. I know what you want.
Kobe.
You want these Kobe's, don't you? Let me go ahead and give out these free Kobe's, goddamn.
Kobe.
Come on, get some free Kobe's. They're at the table. Come get some free Kobe's. Come get a couple of free Kobe's. You two over there in the corner. Don't try to run. You get these free Kobe's. Come on, get these free Kobe's. I know y'all want some. Y'all listen. Y'all don't even watch the show for me anymore. Y'all watch it for Kobe's.
Kobe.
Y'all, listen. Y'all know. I know how y'all are. I already know. Oh, we like Thomas. We love them Kobe's. Like Kobe. I know what it is. Because y'all are funny as shit. Y'all want to be able to hit 3-pointers from a porta potty in Schenectady, New York. Y'all like hitting 3-pointers from the bottom of the ocean. Y'all enjoy hitting 3-pointers from the back on Godzilla's back. I know. Kobe. I know. I got it.
Kobe.
Don't come here for me. Don't come for these free Kobe's, goddammit.
Kobe.
Come get a free Kobe. Everybody come get some Kobe. Top cities in the building. Let me get this straight. He used F-bombs like commas and threatens genocide, and not even one day he's already shrimping out. Nah, bitch, get your ass over here. Hey. He's about people you want to Licky Thomas's. Oh, my God. Ain't no way in hell they got Keanu Reeves in Good Fortune. There's no way. I'm not even going to sit up believe that. So, morning, Nana. Love you so much. Nana J's in the building. So, we knew he was going to do it. We knew he was going to do it.
Sit your dumb ass down.
We knew he was going to. We knew it. The problem, once again, ain't him. The problem is the people that still support this son of a bitch. Like, Black MAGA are some of the stupidest goddamn people I've ever seen. Man, don't even tease me with riding the king of kaiju like a dune sandworm. Yo! Hey, Nolan yelling out Kobe's. Oh, Trump's threats are as empty as his grave. Oh! Oh my God! God damn it, Trent. He did, y'all. Trent said his threats are as empty as his grave. God damn it. Hellhound's in the building. Good morning, Hellhound. By the way, hi, everyone. Hope y'all are great. Hope Thomas has an amazing day. Hey, I'm alive. Why is the sound so crappy? Probably because I got my earring. I've got headphones in so I can talk through there because I have not linked my whatchamacallit. I have not linked my phone. It's complicated. It's a bunch of tech shit, and I got tech people. I'll figure it out. So if it sounds crappy, it's my fault. Universe, Boat Bird, Banshees, all the faith. Can we please get that big, beautiful obituary right now? God damn it. Hey, John. All right. So we've all established that when it happens, I'm going on air immediately. And we gonna party like it's 19-something. I'm afraid he will do it anyways because he doesn't like being called Taco. Hey, Jack's mom, I don't give a damn if you don't like being called Taco. It's true. Trump always chickens out. Who cares? The bottle of shit. Listen, Mary Greenberg has a bottle of champagne. She gonna party like she just won her 6th NBA championship. All right, Top City did it again. Wait, but I have a question. Is JD Vance still in Hungary or is he on the couch asking for a friend? Oh, you know what we got to do now. Y'all know. Hey! Top City does this on purpose, by the way.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Hey!
Sound low.
Yep.
Let me tell you about the softest love I ever known.
Ooh!
Give me that couch.
Hey, Wishy, see if your son can dance to this.
I came home weary, world on my back, neon nights and a heart off track. Kicked off my shoes, loosened my tie. Saw you waiting there, cushions piled high. Girl, you don't argue, you don't complain. You just open up those arms again in the quiet glow of a midnight room. You're my sanctuary in plush perfume. Give me the couch when the day gets rough and the streets get cold. You're the only one that lets me fold. Sink down deep in your sweet caress, wrapped in confidence. On my velvet embrace, the softest touch in the whole wide place. You hold me close, don't say a word. Every curve of you, it's so superb. Baby, you cushion my soul tonight. Make everything feel so right. In your arms I lose control. Oh, so far.
Hold on, here you go.
My soul.
Here you go.
Give me that couch.
Oh, you gotta hit that first one. You gotta hit that first one. You have gotta hit that first one. Just muted my meeting. Hey, Nana J muted her whole meeting just so she could dance. Hey, you know I have the ability to make Give Me That Couch video, right? Y'all know that, right? I got cameras. I got a stand. I could make a Give Me That Couch music video off of this shit. That shit could be interactive, baby. And I got a nice ass sofa in my front room. I put on my damn suit. You know, it'd be funny. The wife would help me with that. That's the crazy part. My wife would help me with that. My daughter would come over and help me film it, put on makeup and shit. And the crazy, I got lighting. I have lighting that can make, you know what? Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. You make it in every language that he visits. I was talking today about Vance hungry, and the son asked, was Vance hungry for the couch coochie? Yo! Diamond Princess, good morning, man. I have missed you too, my friend. Hey, watching me slide around in a damn dress, in a suit, getting ready to lay on my damn couch. I could do this. I got people. You could do a mosh pit for. Lady Blindwolf says we could do a mosh pit for Give Me That Couch. Hey, you know what? We ain't got a heavy metal remix of Give Me That Couch. We ain't got one. But we need one. Tell me we don't. Come on, man. Could you imagine a band like Anthrax doing a Give Me the Couch remix? Come on, son. Listen. Hey, if I do this, if I do a Give Me That Couch music video, y'all better send that shit to #1. There better be. Well, I'm getting a new couch in this off-limit, sir. Thomas, sir. Punks, hey, Slipknot. If Slipknot would do Give Me the Couch, I would listen. Come on, man. Come on, man. Never stop playing with me. Someone do an AI Thomas for the couch. Y'all better quit playing with me. I can listen. I'll mess around and make a goddamn remix of all of these shits in different damn genres. Y'all got the R&B version already. A punk, heavy metal, country, and pop remix of Give Me That Couch. Y'all better stop playing with me. Hey, wrestling chick, you might want to. I swear for God and for, oh Lord, not the K-pop. If I do a K-pop version of, come on, man. Oh, not the Muddy Waters Blues remix. Hey, home word on my back. I see you sitting there. Cushion Paul Hart. Listen, don't play. Play with me if you want. Play with me. Come on, play with me if you want. Hold on, Magpie talk about the Electric Swing version, not the Lawrence Welk remix. Stop. Came out here, they went right back. You're sitting there, cause it's like ain't no. Come on, man. Stop. Stop it. Listen, the blues version of Give Me That Couch is going to make somebody depressed. I said, give me the cows. I wanted the cows. Give me that cows. Give me that cows. Come on, man. Stop playing. Y'all better leave me alone. I'm weird and I got nothing but time. Not the Johnny Cash version. Not the Johnny Cash version. All right, which one of y'all would buy the Johnny Cash version of Give Me That Couch? Raise your hand. Raise your goddamn hand. Hey, Dredd, I'm going to send it to you just because you got this look on your face over in Discord. I'm gonna send it to you because I love you and you need that. Like, you know what I mean? My battle's in the building. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Okay. This story comes from the Tales of the Young Road. 1990. I ship off for basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I am part of 1st Platoon, Alpha 510. Well, yeah. What's 1st Platoon? This is the whole thing. Well, anyway, I'm part of Alpha 510. I am in a 3-man room with 2 other gentlemen. One is a gentleman by the name of Espinoza. The other one is a gentleman by the name of Thomas. So it's me, Espinoza, and Thomas, all 3 of us in this 3-man room. Flash forward to 2026. Thomas sees me on TikTok and reaches out to me and reminds me that this was the man that, hey, Thomas, I'm about to tell the truth on your ass. I've been wanting to say this shit to you since 1990, you crazy son of a bitch. We were supposed to go through the gas chamber. His ass gonna go outside and go around the damn corner. Dog, you ain't slick. You ain't slick, partner. And you know what? We all knew you did it with your raggedy ass. We went through that shit and had to do something. I don't remember what the hell it was. But we had to take our gas masks off. We coughing, everything coming out of us. We gonna go out coughing and breathing all hard and shit. Here come Thomas. He done cried a little bit. We got out of the goddamn gas chamber. I love you to death, dog, but you know you, come on, man. Come on, man. Thomas now follows me on TikTok. This is a man who, through perseverance, survived throat cancer. Throat cancer. Ain't no way in hell Aaron Parnas is watching me. You gotta be Aaron Parnas. Come on, man. Come on. Hip-hop version for Give It a. But Thomas survived. Oh no, we couldn't shove his ass back in. I couldn't see shit. I had just came out of that. Recent 12, that is called Give Me the Couch. But Thomas survived throat cancer, and I am still glad. I am so very glad to have him following me. Alpha 510, the best damn unit that's ever been. Listen. Drive on, drill sergeant, drive on. Drive on, drill sergeant, drive on. Black Sheep. We are number 1. You can't touch this. I will never. Hey, shout out Thomas. You remember that, dog. Thomas is right there with me. I was 18, 165 pounds. They fed me potatoes and bread 3 times a day for 8 weeks straight. When I came out of that son of a bitch, I was a sexy 185 pounds. I could run. I had rippling muscles. Like my 6-pack abs started underneath my nipples. That's how sexy I was. my 6-pack abs started near my rib cage and shit. They're way up here. I had 6-pack abs in my armpits. I was swole meat for no reason whatsoever. I was 185 pounds of just hot steel and sex appeal, bitch. That was my time from Tales of the Young Road. Listen, at 18, y'all wouldn't want to touch me, boy. I was dangerous. Boy, I was sharp as a knife. Listen, the way I was built, I'd have cut you. Boy, I'd have cut you. Hey, Thomas, remember this? We had a drill sergeant with Bell's palsy. I'm not making fun of the Bell's palsy. But he had a Bell's palsy attack and still came into work. He was the king of the front back go. Have you ever tried to hear somebody yelling out the front back go with Bell's palsy? That shit is not fun at all. Not at all. Oof. Front back go. It was nasty. It was nasty work. It was nasty work. Trying to keep up with this man. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. This is ridiculous. This man's killing me. Hey, we used to eat cough drops because we couldn't have candy. You know what I mean? Like, that was John, 1987 Fort Benning, baby. Hey, I'm glad I got Leonard Wood because I heard Benning was nasty. There's no way in hell. Nope. Exactly, Garrett. It was JR from Raw. I realized what JR had because of this drill sergeant that had Bell's palsy. And my thing is, I didn't know what was wrong with him then. I know now. And I'm sitting there thinking, why did you come to work? Why'd you bring your ass into work? Dog said, I'm getting this money. And I was like, hey, what am I do, dog? What am I do? That man made it his business. Bell's palsy or not, bitch.
Just bring the goddamn bread.
Bring the bread.
Bring us the bread.
Hey, Witchy said she thinks Steve went to Benning. Listen, I wanted no parts of Benning. Benning and Jackson, y'all could have kissed my ass. I'm so glad I got Fort Leonard Wood. Oh, I'm so glad. Then the Diaz took turns smoking a guy from Tennessee like that an hour for a minute. He was prejudiced. Oh, shit. Yes, Thomas. I told y'all this story. One day we are all outside cutting grass with scissors. Thomas will tell you we was out there trimming grass with scissors. The shit all had to be uniform. And this white dude from Tennessee walked his ass downstairs. Went right up. No, he's from West Virginia, Thomas. He's from West Virginia. Walked up to the senior drill instructor, a sergeant first class, a black man who's also a preacher, never cussed, not one time. Walks up to him and says, while we can hear him, drill sergeant, I need to discuss a problem with you. Okay, private, what's the problem? I'm not used to this many N-words around me. And he didn't say N-words. He said the goddamn word. Man, we was about to whoop his ass. Ooh. Oh, shit. Listen, it was almost.
Jack, I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need them.
Bombs away.
We rose up. Listen, it wasn't even just us. It was the white boys that kind of said, the hell he just say? We all every one of us got a pair of scissors in our hands. You got all this young, impressionable, Nana, we wanted to. Oh, we wanted to grab him. Oh, we was going to whoop his ass. Oh, we were going to whoop his ass. Thomas will tell you, we was right there when we did it. Thomas like, oh, shit. Thomas's first words was, oh, shit. Thomas's first words out of his mouth was, oh, shit. All we were thinking is,
I'm knocking somebody the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying?
Understand now.
our drill sergeant, once again, senior drill sergeant, looked at us and dropped us. We out here pushing up because of this idiot. But they spent 2 days burning that boy ass. Oh, my sweet ass. when I tell you the drill sergeants had a time with this dude, every drill sergeant in our company, got a chance to smoke this dude. And when I say smoke, I'm talking about smoke the shit out of him. They burnt this. Good morning, Big Sis DJ. Love you. Come on. They burnt the dog shit out of this dude. And by the time it was done, he's like, I would like to apologize by using an offensive word for my African-American brothers in arms. And I would like to apologize to them. And I'm talking about he went through every platoon doing this. Every single platoon. He started with his own. He came down to us, because we was first platoon. He came down to us. He went up to second. He went to fourth, because he was in third platoon. And he apologized to, and it wasn't just that he apologized to the black soldiers. He apologized to the entire goddamn platoon. And the drill sergeant was right behind him while he was doing it. And after that, I don't even know. He might have got out. I don't know. But I know for a fact, when he said that shit out loud, we was going to whoop his ass. That man's was about to get stolen. You ever get kicked and punched from places you didn't even know people would kick you and punch you? You know what I mean? How does it tell you? And that's why Nana, you were active duty in Alaska? Oh, no. Oh, my God. I got an offer to go to Alaska. And I was like, man, you out of your goddamn mind. I'm a staff sergeant. I'm not going up there. That's like I tell people all the time when I was in the Navy, there was a cat that I went to basic training with that volunteered to go on a goddamn submarine. And I looked at his ass like, what is wrong with you, dog? Oh, yeah, Thomas did get smoked up. Thomas' silly ass gonna go buy some goddamn sunglasses. Bro, you know we can see you, right? Like, bro, if we can see you, the drill sergeants can see you. Thomas was out there with some sunglasses. We all look at him like,
did you know that I can see you?
You know I can see you, right? That's going to get burned up. Shout out to him. I am glad that my battle made it through his cancer. And listen, what in the world did they say to him to tear him down? I don't know. Annabelle, to this very day, I don't know what they said to that man. My heavy hat was a woman from the Bronx that smoked me daily for my accent, but she sat with me and let me cry when Mama Dell died while we were at the rifle range. My favorite drill sergeant, the man that throughout the remainder of my career, even after I got back in 2009, up until the day I retired, my favorite drill sergeant was Drill Sergeant Strackwine. Drill Sergeant Strackwine was 5'5", 5'6", maybe. I was 6 feet tall. Top City, he was not. Drill Sergeant Strack used to tell me not to look down on him. I'm 6 feet tall. He's 5'5". What else am I supposed to do? Drill Sergeant Strackwine was the first drill sergeant ever to hit me in the chest with a drill sergeant hat. Like he put his hat on. I was like, it was like a little rhino. He was, I won't say sadistic, but that man was inventive when it came to smoking. Drill Sergeant Strack was inventive when it came to smoking. But it was Drill Sergeant Strack that worked with me because I couldn't qualify the first 2 times I went on the rifle range. You're talking to a kid fresh out of Kansas City, ain't never held a gun. And you're going to throw an M16 in his hand and say, yo, hit that. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with that shit, right? Oh, yeah. Drill Sergeant Strack threw a damn chair over Thomas's head. That shit was funny, too. Like, oh, Lord. Way to Go just came in and said, Casey Anthony liked one of my videos.
Oh, my God!
Hey, way to go. If you put out some music and Casey Anthony likes it, you're not getting out of the project, sir. I'm just going to have to. My oldest son's dad went to Jackson. His drill sergeant told me he hoped my kid died. By the time I was done, I had him, first sergeant, a captain, and a base commander apologizing and waiting on Jesse hand and foot. My boy even snatched a brown round and chewed on it. Yo! Shit, I had a drill sergeant tell me I should drop out and go sell drugs. The second time I couldn't qualify. It was an E5 too, and I couldn't say shit to him because I'm a $165, a $170. This some bitch was swole me for no reason whatsoever. Man was blacker than a trillion midnights. She's like, hey, McCormick, maybe this Army shit ain't for you. Maybe you should just go ahead and drop out and go sell drugs. Part of the game is this. Witchy about that life, my kids are sacred. You ain't lying, Witchy, and that's the way it's supposed to be. BG-O-L Dave, the Lowlanders in the building. But I had a guy, I was in the Navy, a guy volunteered to go into the goddamn submarine, and I could never figure out why. Love that Bray Wyatt mask behind you. Hey, that mask, Thomas, came from a gentleman who used to come in to our live streams of Superplex Party. He lost his battle with depression, but before he did, he sent that to me. And I keep it behind me to remind me of him. Not the stepdad. What the hell we got going on? Bishop bring me that step ladder. But Drill Sergeant Strack worked with me on breathing, worked with me on trigger squeeze and things of that nature. And when I did finally qualify, he was there. And he was like, you better not show me no goddamn affection, McCormick. But he's like, proud of you. And then it went on. I'll never forget, the day Drill Sergeant Strack was leaving, our whole platoon bought him one of those miniature bears, the brown round on. We all pitched in, we all gonna give it to him as a gift. So he comes in and we're like, Drill Sergeant Strack and I, we would like to present you with a gift from 1st Platoon Alpha 510. He's like, God damn it, y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be accepting no goddamn gifts. Y'all know that. Took us outside, smoked the shit out of us, had us doing push-ups for 5-10 minutes. And then in the middle of it, while we're on the ground, holding, he comes down and he whispers, thank you. I really appreciate that. That was the way he showed affection. Drill Sergeant Strack is the person I modeled my entire military career after. I did exactly what he would do. He showed us what right looked like. Then he taught us how to get there, and then he maintained the standard. To this very day, Drill Sergeant Strackwoodon is my favorite drill sergeant. He was my favorite drill sergeant. He is the model for what I thought a true NCO should be. I don't know if I'll ever see him again. I don't know if I'll ever talk to him again. But I do know Drill Sergeant Strack literally affected me in ways he never knew. And to him I say, thank you. Thank you very much. Top of the morning, Jesse. The other one was Drill Sergeant Roberts. Drill Sergeant Roberts was the baddest black man. Listen, before there was a Denzel, there was Drill Sergeant Roberts, goddamn. J.D. Vance warns that UFOs could be demons flying around Earth, vows to get to the bottom of it. Man, you can't even get to the, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not gonna say it. But this the second drill sergeant that truly affected me was Drill Sergeant Roberts. Drill Sergeant Roberts had a walk that put Denzel's walk to shame. I'm not even gonna try to front. Oof. When it called people sensitive. No. This was down in Fort Sam Houston, Thomas. It was in Fort Sam Houston. I had a drill sergeant for a gym teacher. He was awesome. Oh, they are. Don't get me wrong, they are. Drill sergeant, you couldn't beat Drill Sergeant Roberts. You couldn't. I tried to outshine my shoes than him. His shoes was always shiny. We were in there spraying. I swear, C-Bay, that's the bay I was in. I swear, C-Bay bought more cornstarch for our uniforms than any goddamn bay in Fort Sam Houston. I guarantee this. I guarantee this. We was going through starch the same way a smoker goes through cigarettes. We was, and I'm talking, not a little starch. I'm talking about we was starching our clothes so much they could stand up in the corner by their damn self. Swear for God. Swear for God in front of the light. Ashley, you know you ain't never late to Sound of Coffee. Good morning with your beautiful, beautiful self. Because we tried to get knife edge BDUs like Drill Sergeant Roberts, and this sumbitch would come in. His pants not only stood up in the corner, they could do breakdancing. Like this, we could never beat him. We could never beat this man. Hat always tilted. He was the reason I like hats, because his drill sergeant hat was like this, boy. You could not even see his damn eyes. Just out here just. Pride, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me without praise and rest, buddy? I don't recognize you if you don't talk to me without praise and rest. Better get your ass in order. All right. What you got to say? Private, the damn defects over there. Go get something to eat, Private. And he walked. Man, I thought that man was the smooth version of Darth Vader, bitch. Like, do you guys find my post funny? Annabelle, I find damn near everything you do to be hilarious. Like, I don't. Sometimes, Annabelle, I'll be like, what are you doing over there? A beautiful day. I have a ton accomplished in a short time, so I got to get focused. Hey, David Lowlander, get on it, because you got it, brother. You got it. You always got it. You know that. Listen, Drill Sergeant Roberts would come in like this. Knife edges on his damn uniform. His uniform was so sharp you could cut yourself on it. We could never beat him. But part of being in C-Bay was it was this.
Woo, woo, Daddy Longstrom. You can't smoke it. Woo, Daddy Longstrom. You can't toke it. Woo, Daddy Longstrom. Woo, 8 inches, come on, TV.
We made a cadence out of that. We made a cadence out of that. We made a cadence out of that. We made a cadence out of it. What kind of young men were we? There's something really wrong with us. We made a cadence out of that. We did. There are days I literally ask myself, what the hell were we thinking? We are announcing. What is wrong with us? There's something wrong with.
Why?
We made a cadence out of that. All right, Marge. Ooh, Daddy Longstrom. See, baby. Ooh. We made a cadence out of this. And the ad-libs for that was crazy. There was ad-libs. I need to tell y'all about these ad-libs, okay? Let me tell you what the ad-libs are. We are marching. Morning, sis. I love you. My good friend Dottie's in the building. We marching. Ooh, daddy long stroke. Must-see, babe. Ooh, daddy long stroke. The ooh, became a part of the song, part of the cadence. Ooh, daddy long stroke. I say, ooh, that we was still. To have one pair of Grammys just for inspection. We would dip them in a sink of liquid starch inside and out. Let them hang dry, turn them right side out, and then iron them edges for days. I don't know, really. We got told to stop doing the daddy long stroke cadence unless we were going to mix it up. So we did. We would yell out, my Snoopy. Like, we would. Annabelle, why are you know what, Annabelle? I ain't even playing with you. Oh, you go play with you this morning, Annabelle. We would mix up my Snoopy, daddy long stroke, my Snoopy. It was, when I tell you, morning SARS left your face. When I tell you we would yell out, ooh, it was, and it wasn't all of us. It was just some of us. The whole Bay is yelling out, ooh, daddy long stroke, must do be, ooh, like it was.
Why?
Again, these are all tales of the young rogue. So really wrong with us. You ever seen a bunch of people doing the daddy long stroke cadence chant on a dance floor at the Illicit Men's Club? I have. Let's see, babe. See, babe in the building. Daddy long stroke. Let's do back. We were weird. It was some wrong. Anything. There was a DI in 3rd Platoon where I was in the island that used Winter Wonderland as a cadence in August. Ain't no way. Listen, somebody would have got hurt. You talk to me about Winter Wonderland in August? Bitch, I will choke the shit out of you. Annabella's over here killing me with these strokes. You get a stroke. It's. Listen, the Young Rogue days was nasty. I need y'all to truly understand how disgusting it was in the Young Rogue days, boy. Young Rogue days was filled with some shit. Like, I'm like, yo. I remember when I danced with a woman while I was behind, like I was wrapped, I had my arms wrapped around her. We danced for like 3 songs, just like that. It was the weirdest shit. Like, yo, what is going on, man? Why am I here? Why am I here? What the hell is going on? That's right, kids. The Tales of the Young Rogue. Hey, love you, Mary. Be safe. Have a good day. Kiss the husband, kiss the kids. The Young Rogue days were nasty. And see, Plummets, P tells Swords, I love you. Hey, Swords, DJ says she love your face. Not what they pay for. Jake Thomas is in the building. Now we have a party. Listen, the Young Rogue days are the reason I have the cynicism that I have today. The young road dogs. August on the South Carolina coast. Black flag heat before reveille. Oh, hell no. You gotta wake up. Body parts are still already sweat. Like, I'm good. Go over there. I saw my first rattlesnake in Fort Leonard Wood. Scared the shit out of me. We was on bivouac, digging holes for trenches to sleep in, and I was scared as shit. I saw that goddamn rattlesnake. I was like, I'm good. They had horse flies that would just hover. We was pinging them bitches off with an entrenching tool. Ping, ping, ping. Hated that shit, boy. Hated it. Hated it. What the hell? Tracina, what did you do? Here's a generated image of Daddy Longstroke, a confident, muscular, charismatic alpha male with a chiseled physique, smooth, dark skin, intense eyes, and an unmistakable swagger captured in a bold, seductive pose. It's a spider. What are we, Tracina, why am I a spider? Tracina. Tracina, what are we doing right now? Michael Pooh said he used to catch horse flies. I didn't want to catch them. I wanted them to get the hell away from me. I didn't know what they were. It just scared the shit out of me. Listen, it shit scared the shit out. One thing about the Navy is that there is no bivouac. You don't have bivouac where you go out in the field and shit. They don't do all of that. They don't. Their PT test, I passed the Army PT test with like work and shit. The Navy PT test, I was like, this is it? If I could pass the Army PT test, this shit ain't shit. Run a mile. Bitch. For real? Yo, I was wearing that ass out, boy. Do push-ups. Do sit-ups. Run a mile. Yo. I was finishing up. I didn't even break a sweat in that bitch, boy. Fort Leonard Wood was not happy. Listen, Fort Leonard Wood, oof. We had a first sergeant with like a porn mustache that would like threaten to run us over with his Suburban every morning. Like every morning. Hey, our sergeant major in the Army in basic training was a Vietnam vet. Those are the worst people to inspire you. If you stayed in the Army after Vietnam and you got to the rank of command sergeant major, because our commander, our battalion commander comes in and he talks to us, oh, well, guys, welcome to Fort Leonard Wood. Here we're going to shape you to be the Army soldiers that the Army needs. And we're gonna mold you young men into strong soldiers. Okay, so that's the battalion commander. Battalion sergeant major comes in. And listen, I wasn't ready for that. Like, dog, this is the first time I ever left home. Why are you over here telling me this shit? This is scaring the shit out of me. This is scaring the ever-loving shit out of me, dog. So he gets up there and he talks about, we're trying to shape you young men for war. That's what we're trying to do, for war. Because I've been in war. And I was like, he's a Vietnam vet. This is a Vietnam vet, okay? That man said, you never know. He said, one day we were out in the paddy. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. I was like, this story about to take a turn. Oh, my God. This man talking about being out in the paddy. I remember, because I had went to high school and had learned about the Vietnam War and how men were dying in the paddy. I'm like, oh, shit, we got a story from the paddy. We about to die. This shit about to be brutal. We're in the paddy. We're looking. He talked about one of his friends blowing up a woman with a goddamn grenade. I was like, hey, yo, Sergeant Major, why are we here? Thought they had an inspection beat, and they snatched 3 draw chests out to reveal 3. Yep. Yes. Yes, Thomas. So the sergeant major's up here. We go to the paddy. There's a woman with a grenade. We blew her away. I was like, hey, whoa, hey, buddy. Hey, Sergeant Major.
Oh, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
Way too much dip, sir. That is way too much dip. Not enough chip. Peace, love, and blessings, Troy. So then he tells the story about the Coca-Cola. He didn't call it Coca-Cola, kids. He called it Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. I'm 18. I don't know what the hell a Coca-Cola is. I mean, is that something you drink? Are we all going to get a Coca-Cola? Then I found out cost of living adjustment is called cola. I'm like, we going to get some of that? Coca-Cola? He says there's a story about the Coca-Cola. Back in the day, Coca-Cola did not have the twist off tops and shit like that overseas. They had the wax, the goddamn wax stoppers. And supposedly, the Viet Cong put battery acid in the Coca-Cola. This is Sergeant Major's words, not mine. If it's a lie, y'all can talk to him. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm going by what he said. And one of the Joes, as he called him, opens up the goddamn Coca-Cola, starts to drink it, discovers this battery acid. The acid is eating out his whole goddamn throat. He died. This is some shit he told us on day 2 of us being there. Sergeant Major, we just got here.
Why?
Sergeant Major, we literally just walked in the building. Like, why would you tell us this goddamn story? That's just why, like, that's what you. I'm gonna tell you something else. I didn't drink a single ounce of Coke the whole goddamn time I was in basic, Daddy. Listen, the remainder of the time I was in basic training, I did not drink any Coke. You couldn't have offered me a Coca-Cola at that shit. Want to drink some Coke? Hell no, that might have battery acid in it. I damn near stopped drinking this shit. That shit scared the shit out of me. He said the man's throat was just bubbling and scubbling and drunk. I was like, yo, hey, Coke what? Want a Coke? Hell no, I don't want no goddamn Coke. Marines don't allow soda during basic. Exactly. When they finally did, is Charlie here? Never forget when Espinosa said he missed seeing women and that he had fantasies of dining hall lady. Hey, Thomas. I'll put it to you this way, sir. Mine's wasn't a fantasy. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. If you, hey, Thomas, remember the real tall one? That's all I'll say, buddy. That's all I'll say, buddy. That shit scared the shit out of me. I was absolutely terrified. I'm sitting on the damn floor, I'm gripping my own damn clothes like this shit is scaring the shit out of me. I couldn't have done it. Velvet. Don't drink that new Coke. I almost didn't drink any Coke.
So divine, the grace where shadow meets the skin just pulls me closer, pulls me in. That flawless hollow, softest trace, a velvet curve, a perfect space, shoulder lean.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. If Way to Go puts out an R&B album called Shoulder Lean before I get the first honey sauce out, there's going to be some misunderstandings and some goddamn furniture. I'm going to be somebody else. And then Pop Rocks in it. You know, Mikey died doing that. Thomas, the boyfriend's grandpa, told a similar story once. And see, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I almost stopped drinking all of that shit. I literally almost stopped drinking that because of that goddamn story. She had a mustache and a huge mole on her face. Hey, Thomas. How long were you in basic training, sir? How long? You better leave me alone, dog. Don't say nothing. Keep your mouth closed, big. Keep your mouth closed, big. Thank you, big. Thank you, piss cat. Thank you. Sir. No, we ain't talking about it. We're not going to talk about it. We don't talk about her. No. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. How long were you in basic training, Thomas? You better leave that shit alone. Shit. Outside of damn Fort Leonard Wood, this is the crazy part. Mom comes and sees me graduate. She gets on a bus and she goes home. And I'm sad. Because my mother was there at the very beginning of this, right? So she gets on a bus and she goes back to Kansas City. I've got nothing but time between the time my mother left on the bus until 6 a.m. the next morning where I'm supposed to be on a bus going down to Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, right? So you go outside the gate, there are cabs and hookers. I am not making that up. Swear for God and for other white men, I'm not making that up. I am not making that up. It was cabs and hookers. Cabs and hookers. That was all that was outside the main gate. That was it. Shit's I've never seen nothing like that before. You want to go someplace? Huh? I'm a cab driver. Oh, well, I'm not trying to go anyplace. Hey, baby, want some head? Whoa, wait a minute. Who are you? I do things for the soldiers. Hey, hold on, bitch. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. My grandfather never told me any stories of him being in the Vietnam War. Probably because Tiny, some of that shit I do not knock any soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine that has ever been in a major conflict but don't want to talk about it. I do not knock a single one of them. I don't. Because some of that shit, you bring that shit home with you, that is not some shit you want to talk to people about. I was just stoked to go to Pizza Hut with my folks on grad day. Oh, Thomas couldn't wait to get his ass. Listen, Thomas was like, I'm going to Pizza Hut. I'm like, yeah, okay, calm down, sir. Mom and I went to Subway. Mom and I went to Subway. We just happy, But let me tell you something. When you get beat down by hookers and cab drivers, you like, I need to go someplace. I gotta get away from these people. There's too much of this shit going on, dog. Like it was. Hey, Tracina, some of them was offering $2 back seat of their car. Shit. The aggressiveness of some of them bitches, they was offering $2 right behind the dumpster, goddamn.
Mama still working in them $10 houses?
They was not playing. Listen, them women were salesmen. Hey, baby, you just graduate? Yes, ma'am. You look all strong and young. What you doing tonight? Ma'am, I don't know. You want to come over here with me? We can go someplace. Ma'am, where are we going? I'm stranger danger, bitch. I am 18 years old. I don't know nothing about all of this. Miss Lyles, you know what you walked into. Stop acting like you don't. You know what you walked into. Listen, they was aggressive. Listen, I told y'all before, there is no such thing as drug dealers. There are drug holders because drugs sell themselves. If you want some drugs, you're going to find them. Coochie's the same goddamn way. Like you supposed Thomas, that effing part. The men folk have done 60 rotations between the two of them. The boyfriend did 6 on the hub, and the hubs did 10. I still don't know any of the details, and they never tell me, but that's their choice. And it's true. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. And I don't blame them. I don't. They see some shit. Thomas, someone actually had the gall to ask Steve if he had seen actual combat, misunderstandings, and furniture moving. I will never forget when I was in college. There's a cat that he was part of. I came in confused and bricked to the fifth. His Lyles came in confused and bricked up. Like this Lyles, put it down. But I went to college with a guy, right? He was a veteran, and I'm talking about an IUD, well not IUD, a roadside bomb blew up while he was in the vehicle, right? He had to be medevac back. He came back, did another rotation. This was in Iraq, and a sniper shot him here, and that shit exited somewhere below his left rib cage, and he survived. IED, thank you. Mans was not to be played with. I'm a good friend of his because, he's a vet, I'm a vet. But I never went to combat, and I told him this, right? Must have been the possibility of butt sick. Mr. Michael Pruitt, stop. So there was a kid that used to hang around the gaming club because he was a gamer. The Longview Community College Gaming Club used to be a thing. It ain't no thing no more, but it used to be a big, big thing. And this kid comes up and is acting like he's been in the military, and he never has. He has never been in combat, right? So he comes up and he's like, yeah, when I was in, I had to take some lives and so and so and such and such. And this dude looked at him and said, "You're lying." How do you know I'm lying? He's like, because nobody that's actually had to do that shit wants to talk about it. And I will never forget, because this was a 6'3", 6'4" white dude. And he looked at him and said, if you don't get away from this table, I'm going to put your head through the table, then I'm going to put your ass through that window. Please leave me alone. Guy got up and walked the hell away. And I'm sitting there the whole time, and he's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. People think war is a game, and I don't like that shit. And to this very, very day, I'm still friends with him on Facebook. But he'll be the first person to tell you he does not like fake, false, tough guy people. He can't stand them. A person like Pete Hegseth around this dude, Pete would get his ass whooped. Pete would get thrown through something. He would. All this lethality and bullshit that this guy is talking, that Pete Hegseth's talking about, the friend that I knew in college would have hurt him. Like tough guys in that military shit don't last. It doesn't. If you leave this country to go overseas, whether it's to supply the war fighters or to actually fight the war themselves, there's no glory in this shit. War is ugly. War is ugly. Now, mind you, I've told y'all before, I will never claim something that did not happen to me. I never went outside the wire, not one time. I was a supply clerk in Afghanistan. First person to say it, I own it, never been ashamed of it, never will be ashamed of it. I know what I did. But I can tell you this. I knew every time the Facebook or the internet was out, I knew that. I said, somebody has been hurt and they're on their way either here or someplace else. If they shut down the internet on Sharana, automatically I knew there was a Black Hawk helicopter coming and somebody was in it. And the one time I ever saw the actual direct results of the war in Afghanistan was when me, Phillips, and one other gentleman whose name escapes me because I got burn pit brain. We were on our way to the DFAC in downtown Sharana. and they had one of those Humvees that they use as an ambulance. We go past them because the defects on the other side of the cash unit. We go from the PX, the little PX they had in there. We walk out. We are walking literally right next to them. And there was so much blood inside of that ambulance that I didn't think the guy lived. There's no way whoever was in that vehicle lived. And I'm talking blood everywhere. The ceilings, the floor, on both sides of the wall, dripping out on the way into the car. And I just looked at Phillips and I was like, he didn't make it. There's no way. There's no way. My sister, my friend, a poetess in her own right, and one of the 6 founding members of the Villains Guild, Miss J.B. Harris, is in the building. I love you, my sister. I love you, my sister. I looked at Phillips. I said, there's no way he lived. No way. And I never asked. I never wanted to know. I saw that twice. Now, again, I understand why men and women do not want to talk about the shit that they've seen over there. I understand it. But I also understand that you do not talk tough guy shit willy-nilly when you know people have to die for the shit. You don't. Thomas, please stay outside the wire. If anyone wants to know what my husband did, watch the movie The Hurt Locker. I already know. I don't even have to ask. I already know. And listen, them dudes, we had an EOD unit right behind our engineer unit. We had an EOD unit behind our damn engineer unit. And I remember telling them goddamn dudes, I cried so hard at the Hurt Locker. Shit, so did I. I remember a specialist from the EOD unit. And I'm like, you really volunteered for this shit? He said, yeah, man, I love it. I'm like, what the hell is that to love? I'm like, bro, do you understand if your shit is wrong, everybody goes, including your ass? He's like, yeah, man, but that's the price of the job. I'm like, all right, hey, I can't do nothing but celebrate you. War is hell. I need y'all to get this through your goddamn head. It is not sexy. It is not pretty. It is hell. It is goddamn hell. And it is nothing to be celebrated. Nothing. I could tell y'all stories of the young rogue. I could tell y'all stories about my time in the military because I've never tried to be anything other than that. I know what my damn position was. I know what I did, and I know where I went. Tough guy talk, to me, is the realm of cowards. I've said this before. The most sacred ground in the United States, in all of the United States, is Section 60 at Arlington National Cemetery. It is the most sacred soil we have in the United States because, check the table, it's empty. Throw me one of them free Kobe. Say no more, fam. I got you.
Kobe!
There you go. The reason Section 60 of Arlington National Cemetery is so sacred is because the only way you get buried there is if you die in combat. Right now, when I die, I get a folded flag, a 21 gun salute. And if I want to be, I can be buried in Arlington National Cemetery, but not in Section 60. You don't get buried. Thank you, Michael Pruitt. That's exactly where he was filmed. You don't get buried in Section 60 unless you have died in combat. So everyone from the Civil War to Afghanistan, if they've died in combat and want to be buried in Section 60. They're buried in Section 60. It is the most sacred land we have in the United States. And the president of the United States, the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, decided to film a campaign ad there. And people had the audacity to defend it. So this is why I started to show off the way I did. Because in just me saying this, in just me opening my mouth and saying this, there are people who will get mad at me. They will tell me, here's the real. There is no real in this. There is simply the factual nature that the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue filmed a campaign ad in the most sacred ground in America. He did that. And people made excuses for it. The question is,
why?
Why did they do it? Donald Trump has always been Donald Trump. There's no deviation on what he is. He has been the way he's been since day one. Since day one of his life. I ain't even talking about his political career. Of his life. He has been the way he has been. You cannot change that leopard. That leopard is on crack. You can't change it. The problem isn't him. The problem is his supporters. John, it continues to piss me off. Let's get one thing straight. Okay, let's get one goddamn thing straight. Before we go any further, let's get one thing straight. Dumb people, and I don't mean dumb as in they cannot learn. I don't mean dumb as in there is a physical or mental reason why they cannot learn better. I am talking about people who choose to be stupid should not have a voice in American society. I said what I said. Morning, Brian. We can, listen, let me tell you something. We can have political disagreement. I can believe in a socialistic ideal about what America can and cannot be. You can have a capitalist idea on what America can and cannot be. Those things are fine. Hey, Brian, I'm alive. As good as I need to get it, it'll get sweet from there. But if you are ignorant, and by ignorant, I mean you know there are ways for you to fact check the shit going on in your head. Not even the shit comes out of your mouth. The shit that goes on in your head. There are ways for you to fact check that shit. But you choose not to, you're an idiot. But why is all of America shaping itself to these idiots? That is a problem. That is a goddamn problem. This is where the question, why, comes in. This is where the question, why, comes in. Understand something. I'm going to say this again. The major news networks, all of them, are owned by 6 companies. 6. Disney owns ABC. Skydance owns CNN and CBS. Universal Comcast owns NBC. Oh, hey, Chaos, Nana's over here in the TikTok chat. Universal Comcast owns NBC. News Corp owns Fox. MS Now does not have an owner that has been open. I think it might be Oracle, not sure. Think about that. Think about that. ABC owned by Disney. CBS owned by Skydance. NBC owned by Universal Comcast. CNN owned by Skydance. Fox News owned by News Corp, and whoever it is that owns MS Now. 6 companies, corporations, conglomerates own large news organizations. In addition, Sinclair Broadcasting owns damn near all of your local news. Because news, or the news division, have become money-making schemes. Morning, Bella. News now has to make a profit. Let me ask y'all a question. How do you make a profit off of a house fire? How do you make a profit off of a house fire? How? It is simply the matter of the house is on fire. That's it. That is all. That's it. Now, if I come to you and I tell you there was a house fire, which is the what? It was started by the man that lived in the house. That's the who. It was across the street from my house. There's the where. It just happened 10 minutes ago. That's the when. He did it for the insurance money. That's the why. And he used gasoline and matches. That's the how. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. That is what guys like Cronkite and Brinkley used to do. Who, what, where, when, why. You couldn't argue with that. If Walter Cronkite told you 125 men died in Vietnam today, you could not argue that. 125 men died in Vietnam today. But for some reason, Richard Nixon thought that his coverage by the news was biased. Couldn't possibly be what the actual F you're doing in the goddamn White House that makes the coverage bad. No, it had to be because they hated you, because there's liberal bias in the news. He told this to a very young Roger Ailes and said, what if we controlled the news? Roger Ailes had this idea in his head. He used to be the producer of the Mike Wallace show. Y'all remember Mike Wallace? He used to be the producer of that. But then a rich Australian named Rupert Murdoch, who had already put his conservative bent in the news in Australia and the UK, because I think he owns does he own the Sun and GB News? Or is it just the Sun newspaper and Sky? I think he owns one of those two, either GB or the Sky. I can't figure out which one, but I know he owns one of them. He wanted a way in to American news. He wanted in on American news. All 3 major stations here, Channel 7, 9, and 10, are news programs that are only owned by Rupert Murdoch. So Rupert Murdoch and Roger Ailes came up with Fox News. Fox News touted itself as the balance to liberal bias. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a liberal bias in American news. I said what I said. There has never been a liberal bias in news. Conservatives do stupid, ignorant, life-destroying goddamn shit, and the news reported on the shit that they were doing. This was not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. If you wanted better news to come from conservative views, maybe the conservatives could have done something that helped the rest of us and not the goddamn donor class billionaires and corporations. You want us to be not biased? Why don't you try not being biased when it comes to where you work at, you stupid son of a bitch? When your ass is sitting around telling people that trickle-down economics is good and that tax cuts for rich people benefit everybody, when you're telling people that, and we know for a fact it's not true, bitch, that's what the news reported. That's what they reported. There was no liberal bias. Conservatives in America were dog shit. Have been and always will be. Eisenhower was the last great Republican president. I said what the hell I said. I said exactly what the hell I said. Because of Eisenhower's 90% tax on the billionaire corporation class, you have highways and bridges and roads. If you ever drive on a highway and you see that 5-star circle, it says Eisenhower Interstate Program. Eisenhower's tax rate was what built the middle class. It wasn't Father Knows Best and Mom's goddamn pot roast. It was taxing the millionaire, billionaire, and corporation class at 90 goddamn %. Republicans used to believe in strengthening Social Security, not gutting it, strengthening it. The Republican Party used to believe in strong unions to be there to negotiate with these businesses. Now, you can call Eisenhower a liberal Republican. You can call him whatever the hell you want. But the proof was right the F there. Was he a great president? Nah, not all the time. Hey, Shab, be safe. Left me a little more shaking than I thought. I'm good. I just need to decompress. I love y'all. Shab, go take some time for yourself, brother. Go take some time for yourself, Shab, and just know that I love you, and I'm proud of you for walking through it, brother. I love you. I love you. Thank you, sis. JB even said it. Fox News is the wet dream of William F. Buckley. Do y'all understand these mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, outward racist, sex pest, pedophile sons of bitches would not have lasted if William F. Buckley had been here. William F. Buckley was what streamlined conservatism. He did. Now, he didn't believe in civil rights. Duh, of course he did. Barry Goldwater didn't believe in it. Duh, of course he did. Right? But William F. Buckley got the people that are the MAGA base now, got them the hell out of the conservative movement because they were not doing anything good for the movement. The John Birch Society was filled with racists. You cannot, way to go, I already seen it. I'll catch it in a second. You cannot get a broad appeal to the American populace about conservative ideals if the people standing behind you are wearing white sheets and white hoods. Sorry. These people were used. You are a prop. You show up, you vote, and you get the hell out of the way because your intellectual nature is not enough to even be sitting there talking to these intellectual titans like Goldwater and Buckley. Buckley made it his business to clear the detritus out of the Republican Party, out of the conservative movement as a whole. As a whole. So I want you to look at what we used to have as far as conservative ideals versus what we got right now. It was Eisenhower. who warned about the proliferation of the military-industrial complex. Flash forward to today. That $1.5 trillion that Donald Trump wants to give the Department of Defense, do you think that shit's going to the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardmen, and Guardians? Hell no, that shit's going to defense contractors. Bernie Sanders talks extensively about this. I'm thinking it's a jet that has never flown. I believe it's Raytheon. I believe it's Raytheon that makes this thing. And the fact is, year after year, their contract is renewed for millions of dollars for a plane that doesn't fly. Bernie Sanders talks about it. Go ahead. If you go to YouTube, type in Bernie Sanders congressional or type in Bernie Sanders Raytheon jet that doesn't fly and see what I'm talking about. Year after year, that contract is renewed. We haven't gotten the product yet. I want you to know something. There are some defense contractors whose only profits come from our money. They don't sell shit to anybody but us. And because our tax dollars are going to them, there's their profit. He calls the Department of War because to them, war is what they want to focus on, not peace, because peace isn't profitable. I've said this before. Thank you. $4.8 billion of Raytheon's contract goes straight to Austin. Halliburton. Okay, thank you, Troy. There is a thing called, what is it? Politician to lobbyist pipeline. And generals in the United States military are also part of that pipeline. What happens is you run for Congress. Let's say you stay in Congress for 10 years. You're on the Senate Appropriations Committee or the Senate Defense, whatever, right? Let's say you lose your election. You got connections in these defense these defense contractor places. You become a lobbyist for them. They pay you some ridiculous salary, something like 6-7 figures a year. And you turn right back around, go right back up to the same place where you used to work, and you lobby the people you used to work with to give money to the people you work with now. It's called the politician to lobbyist pipeline. We got to stop that pipeline, period. We got to stop that pipeline. And here's something else about war. It is not patriotic to kill people. I'm going to say that one more time. It is not patriotic to kill people. If all your country can offer the world is bombs, shit that blows up, and hospitals and schools that are decimated because you have a hard-on for blowing up shit, you are not patriotic. That's not patriotism. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the United States is a bunch, without us, this country that sits between Mexico and Canada is real estate. America isn't the bald eagle. America isn't the flag. It isn't our special song. It's none of that. America is the goddamn people. And if the people ain't good, then what kind of great country can we possibly have? And here's the thing. At no point during this push to go to war with Iran has the American people spoken one. Nobody's heard from us. Nobody. A lot of preening and posturing on both sides of the political aisle. But nobody's listening to us. We are America. We are. Not enough people know this. Not enough people understand this. Not enough people fight for this. And therefore, not enough people truly understand the level and extent of how bad we have become. They don't know. They don't. Black MAGA is not a disappointment because they're black folks that voted for Donald Trump or support Donald Trump. Black MAGA is a disappointment because they see the devastation around them. Some of these people come from those same devastated neighborhoods that were redlined and filled with guns and drugs and shit like that. And they have the audacity to root with somebody who looks down on them because of it. You ain't got but one time to disrespect me, bitch. I will kick you in the nuts and walk the hell out of here. He calls himself the greatest president of all time, more like the biggest load of shit, diaper wearing, incoherent, garbage spewing hate monger. True. True. I don't dislike the people in Dearborn, Michigan, because they're Muslim. I don't dislike these people because they're Muslim. I dislike them because they believe the lies of a liar and have not spoken up. You ain't seen one abandoned Harris person say a goddamn thing yet. Hassan Piker is one of the dumbest son of a bitches on the planet. I said what I said because this man continues to say that Kamala Harris would be doing the same thing. No, she wouldn't. If your eyes don't work hard enough to understand the difference between these two people, congratulations. I don't want shit to do with you. Go stand your ass over in the corner. I'm harassing and bullying. Who am I harassing and bullying, TikTok? Hassan Piker? And this is why I say I will never forgive these people. You got fed bullshit for 40 years, over 40. You got fed bullshit for over 40 years, and at no point did you ever think maybe I should look into the shit that I have believed. Not one time. You let swagger dictate substance. You let preening and posturing dictate policy and how it affects people. This is why there is no forgiveness. It's not just because you did it, but how easily you change. Let me tell y'all something. As a child, one of my favorite meals was mayonnaise sandwiches. I saw my very first crackhead before I lost my virginity. I watched a couple across the street from me, from my house, an old couple, selling weed and crack out of the back of their house to supplement their SSI check. I know people who literally could not get married. My aunt and uncle were one of them who could not get married because if she married him, she'd lose her SSI. If he married her, he'd lose his SSI. All the money that they put into Social Security would be negated because they got married. And it wasn't until both of them retired, both of them applied, and both of them were received their SSI, that they got married. Conditions within Black communities are manufactured. They do not come organically. They are manufactured. You put that many people in this small ass place and you tell them how shitty their lives are. You flood the goddamn place with drugs and guns because we don't have no poppy fields in the hood and they don't make Uzis in the hood that I come from. You put all of this together and then you sit your stupid ass outside of this and judge it. But what you didn't know was that those Black folks you judged were the canaries in the coal mine, because look at what they're doing to your ass right now. Oh, you got an arsenal. And they have a Predator drone. You really think your arsenal is going to take down the federal government? Sit down. You really think yelling out freedom and liberty, freedom and liberty, freedom and liberty over and over and over somehow makes you free, or you have liberty or freedom? You're out of your mind. We have outside forces telling our government where we can and can't fight. And once again, people who are still on that MAGA train want us to believe that everybody is crazy. Be safe. Can we not? I love you. Damn it. The left side of our politics has no idea how to fight this. They don't know how to offer anybody concrete, anybody that actually stands for something. All they can tell you is, well, we're not him, we're not them, we're not him, we're not them. I want more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want more out of my elected officials. You're going to tell me you're not them? Okay, great, fantastic. What are you? I need more. People think that if we invite everybody in and, oh, well, let's open that shit isn't going to work. Black folks were the canary in the goddamn coal mine and none of you moved. You didn't even break a goddamn sweat about what happened. You never looked. They were doing shit to us that you could see. And then they did it to you. And they even gave you a soundtrack to doing it. Think about that for just a second. Think about that for just a second. When crack flooded our neighborhoods, you shamed us. You shamed us. We should pull up our pants. We should find our fathers. We should stop listening to hippity hop music. You shamed us. But then meth ravaged your shit. What did you do? Jangly guitars and talked about rehab and shit. They hit you with the okey doke, and all you could do is think about your goddamn self. But when it hit us, oh, you wanted us to change our morals. How well is changing morals? How well did changing morals work when meth ravaged your goddamn community? Somebody tell me how well that shit worked. Way to go. I'm pretty sure Hassan Piker's a leader, but Hassan needs to grow up. You can't, I'm going to give y'all the usher line. How you going to talk shit outside the club? You can't even get in. If Hassan Piker wants to lead, get his monkey ass into the ring. Get punched a couple of times. Why doesn't Hassan Piker run for something? Why does he not run for something? I'm going to need you to get your ass in the fight. See, this is the thing. And it coalesces around that word, why. We all know shit has to be changed. We know it all has to be changed. The question becomes, why won't we do it? Morning, Merv. Why won't we do it? Why won't we do it?
Why?
Somebody got to step their ass out there and get their head knocked off. They do. I'm sorry. Somebody has to. Somebody's got to go out there and stand in the middle of the goddamn room and say, every one of you stupid sons of bitches is wrong. Here's where you wrong. Here's why you wrong. Either fix this shit or get your bitch ass out of leadership. Somebody's got to. Somebody's got to. Way to go. Thank you for bringing up the podcasters. Do you know why podcasters had so much weight with people? Because those are the only ones saying shit. It might all be wrong as hell, but they're the only ones saying something. They ass backwards. Out here looking like crisscross, make you jump, ass backwards. But they're at least saying something. I have a internet radio station. I am the co-owner of this internet radio station, right? This is how I use my voice. This is how I use my voice. Does that mean I can't do more? No, I absolutely can. But at this point, if I started opening my mouth and saying shit, I'd be like Howard Beale in Network. I don't know where to tell you to. I don't know who to tell you to write, or your congressman, your president. I don't know how to do that. But I will tell you, the first thing you got to do is get mad. You want to understand where the villain came from. It was me getting mad. Elijah, Professor Moriarty, his anger matches mine. And from that anger, 6 formed the Guild. The Guild is not an internet radio station. It's not a glee club. It is anger personified. It is people saying the quiet parts out loud. Now, you got guys like Dave, who is out there in the trenches. You got people like Tiger Bomb, who do research on white supremacist dog whistles. You got people like Doc Hazard, who does it in such a way that it's funny, but it makes you think. But the first thing that comes to all of us is anger. What is it that Mr. Nancy said? Anger is good. Angry gets shit done. When you see Black MAGA capitulating to Donald Trump, that is them quieting their anger to follow. When you see people like Hassan Piker, that is anger with no place to go. When you hear the Democrats say, well, we're not them, we're not them, we're not them, we're not them, that is anger ignored. You gotta get mad. You gotta get mad, baby. And I don't care if it's mad like the way Taz does it with her smoothness, or mad the way Chaos does it with, I'm going to keep this temperature and I ain't going off of it. Hold on a second. Every Wednesday is trash day, and every Wednesday I forget. You could do it the way Chaos does it, with measured talking. But you got to get angry. You got to. It's not enough to not go to the TLC concert. Duty calls. Be safe out there, Top City. Love you, brother. Love you. Keep being the best you are, brother. It's not enough to say, well, we ain't going to the TLC concert. No. You got to say why. You got to say, hey, Chili, remember all that bullshit? Remember all that bullshit you was talking? Remember that? Hey, bitch, we will never come holler at you again. Dred said, anger is the cousin of hurt. It hurts to be oppressed. It hurts to have your rights taken away. It hurts to watch people lose their lives. It hurts to watch people not be able to afford medication. It hurts that people have come out of retirement because they have no money. It hurts and it makes me effing mad. That's what I mean, kids. You got to get mad. You got to get mad. You have to. Because you're not going to fix this shit with passivity. I will never listen to or watch another goddamn thing that Kanye West ever does. That man could produce my own goddamn documentary, and I still wouldn't watch it. I'm now trying to push news from Australia out to you guys through my news channel, Mediatik. So if you guys can see, but I am not sure what kind of news from here you want to see. Wolfie, get your ass out there and tell the truth, brother. I don't want to hear the Australian version of Fox News. I don't. I want to hear Wolfie sees this shit. This is what the hell's going on. This is why it's wrong. Get angry, Wolfie. You have the ability. It's not enough to just simply say, I don't support this person. You better be vocal about it. Because I'm going to tell you how this works. You live in a world that is being shaped by idiots, and your ass is the one that looks like you crazy. You look like the nut. You look like the nut. But these jackasses can say this shit, and news organizations like, well, it's just a different opinion. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Here's a difference of opinion. I like pineapple on pizza. You don't. That's a difference of opinion. Here's a difference of ideology. I believe in a more socialistic nation or more socialistic things. You believe in more capitalistic things. That is a difference of ideology. This is a difference of morals, ladies and gentlemen. A difference of morals. Annabelle, nothing. Not a goddamn thing. You better get your ass mad. And I mean from the bottom of my heart, you better get mad. Because news is shaping itself for the stupid. Your ass is going to look weird because you know the truth. The two-party system is not benefiting one goddamn person. It's not. I take that back. It benefits those who bought into it and paid into it and shit like that. Thomas, his album is number 2 right now. How? I don't know. Probably because they're waiting for another racist, whatever the F, to come out. You know what I mean? That's all they're waiting for. Hope he gets another hit like Heil hit, whatever the hell. This is the battle of your life. If you have kids or plan on having children, this is the battle of your life. If you have nieces and nephews or grandchildren that you care about, this is the battle of your life. I don't normalize any of it. I never have and I never will. I don't normalize this shit. The reason I don't normalize it is quite simple. Because if I did, I got a whole next generation behind me that will suffer for it. They will suffer for it. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let that happen. I will be damned if I'm going to let that happen. I'll be damned. There's no way that we as a country can survive this if we all just go along to get along. And any politician that tells you that we should, tell them to kick rocks with open-toed sandals, and after that, choke on dick. That's what you need to tell them. Community is important. Community is important. Diversity of that community makes all the goddamn difference. All of it. Diversity within your communities makes all the goddamn difference, but do not allow stupidity to come anywhere near it. Whether it's a troll on TikTok or a troll in YouTube, it doesn't really matter. We kick their ass up out of here. Because it ain't got shit to do with, oh, well, Thomas is this, that. No, it is about, you're not about to spread stupidity anywhere I'm at, because I don't like stupid people and I will go off on your dumb ass. I don't play that shit. I don't. I go on other people's panels like Viper Vet and Devil Dog and stuff like that. I come into those panels with the understanding that if I see or hear stupidity, bitch, I'm going after you. I fight it wherever it is. People are like, well, why do you always fight these little trolls and this, that, and the third? I have to. I have to. Because you know what a troll is? A seed. If that seed is allowed to flourish, it becomes a tree with rotted fruit. And from there, that rotted fruit is then consumed by other people. So now, instead of me dealing with one troll, I'm dealing with 100 because every one of them is going to say the same goddamn thing. The same thing, kids. And I cannot abide by that. And this, I would be saying this shit if I had no kids. I'd be saying this shit if I was single. I'd be saying this shit if I had no nieces, no nephews. I do not fight for me. I fight for them. I fight for every single one of your children, every single one of your grandkids, every single one of your great-grandkids. Am I going to do it perfectly? No, because I'm mad, bitch. I'm angry. I am tired of this. We can afford bombs, but not food. Bombs and bullets before bread and beans is sickening. And we've had Republican and Democratic presidents try to stop this shit. And at no point were dumb people allowed to get involved or in front of the process. America is not a goddamn flag or a bird or a song. It is, was, and will continue to be the people, the human beings that occupy the space between Canada and Mexico. You know, one of these jackass MAGA people could not tell you why Native Americans are called Native American. Well, we can deport them because they're not calling themselves Native Americans because they're not native to this country. No, bitch. North and South America, they're native to all of this. That is the level of stupidity we're dealing with. That. You got to get mad. And you have to sustain it. It has to be directed at something or someone, an institution, a politician, a media personality. Because they have all betrayed us. They have all led us astray. And now we are on the brink of war. And I don't mean a conflict because Congress has to approve. No. I mean a war. Israel has literally said they have ceased operations in Iran, but they are going to continue the fight in Lebanon because of Hezbollah Translation, we want Lebanon. We're going to take Lebanon, whether you want us to or not. But it was these people, it was Benjamin Netanyahu and Smotrich and the rest of his goddamn administration that got our ass into this shit over in Iran in the first goddamn place. And now they're ducking out. They're ducking out. No. No. If you want to duck, fine. But you will never get another dime from the United States ever again. It is what it is. If your ass buck, start shit, and leave, bitch, you will never get another dime from us. And I'm telling y'all right now, there's where you get them. You got to be a little bit of a hood, kid. I don't care if you live in a nice suburb with the cul-de-sacs. You got to be a little hood. You got to be a little bit hood. And by a little bit hood, I mean this. Where's my money going, dog? That might be the theme of this week. This week on the side of coffee, where is my dough, B? Where the dough at? Where that money at, dog? Where is my money?
Just bring the goddamn bread.
Bring the bread.
Bring us the bread.
That might be the theme of this week. Every show is about some bullshit involving our money. I'm going to tell you, I said this yesterday, I said it the day before. I want poor people to eat before I want a bomb made, bitch. What are you, a socialist? Yes. 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 Yes, I am. Yes. Is there a problem? I want bread and beans before bombs and bullets. If that makes me a socialist, then fine. I don't care. What are you going to, ooh, icky. I don't want that label. You out your goddamn mind. Not only will I wear that label, y'all ever seen Man of Steel? You seen how the cape was flowing? Bitch, that's me. Cape blowing in the goddamn wind. I want every person who went to college and had to get a predatory loan from these loan companies, I want all that shit forgiven, bitch. All of it. What are you, some kind of socialist? Yep. Yeah. I am. I want my money to stay out of foreign business. I want my dough to work on the roads here, the bridges here. If you can lobby for my money, I'm going to need to holler at you, dog. No lobbyist should get a goddamn thing from our federal government until the people have spoken about it. Don't care. Right, senpai, good morning. No more tax cuts for corporations that make billions of dollars. You don't need a tax subsidy. What are we subsidizing you for? Bitch, give my money. And when we finally get that money, when we finally get that bread, when they finally hear us and
just bring the goddamn bread. Bring us the bread.
When that finally happens, we demand that it goes to helping the people of the United States. Keep your grubby hands off of Social Security. Period. You're going to offer tax cuts to billionaires and corporations and then get your grubby hands into Social Security to balance the budget, then maybe, I'm just spitballing, one of them two things shouldn't happen. Maybe we don't need a tax cut. Maybe, in fact, we need a tax raise. Yeah. You know what? Eisenhower's 90? Fine. How about 60? 60% of every dime that a billionaire makes. 60% of capital gains. 60% of future interest. 50% of estates larger than $1 million. Bitch, 60%. With $10 billion a year, we can solve the homeless problem. They make tiny homes, which is one of the best inventions I think I've ever heard of in my entire adult life, tiny home. We got all this open land, all this open spaces, and we got tiny homes. You mean to tell me you can't put one and one together and make two? You can't put one and one together and make two? Are you kidding me? Y'all love the words eminent domain. Okay, eminent domain, all those acres of land. We're going to clear it out. We're going to fix it up. And we're going to put tiny homes on it. Some will be bigger because families will be in it. Some will be smaller because it's only one person. There'll be veterans there. There'll be women in battered women's shelters and things of that nature. Put them there. Because that's where I want my money going. You see, there's no such thing as a person who's just lazy, sitting on his ass, waiting for welfare. That shit don't exist. You ever tried living in America? Have you? It's hard as shit out here. A minimum wage job cannot afford a single domicile anywhere in the United States. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. It's true. It's true. So you know what? The government in which the people live, in which the people work, it uses the resources that the people have given them, and it helps the people, not a corporation, because corporations aren't humans. I don't give a damn what the Supreme Court says. GE is not a human being, because if it was, I could sue that bitch for not taking care of his half of the rent. If corporations are people, everybody in America should literally take them to small claims court for not paying their half of the rent. You know what you do? You got a roommate. He don't pay his half of the rent. You keep paying it 6 months. You lose the apartment. You take his ass to small claims court. He owes me this amount of money for rent because I paid rent. He didn't. So if GE is a corporation and corporations are people, bitch, get your ass to small claims court. I want taxes paid to me directly for every single year you didn't. You got to pay half the goddamn rent. Minimum wage should be connected to the gross domestic product of the United States. That means when the United States gross domestic product goes up, so does the minimum goddamn wage. Because right about now, it should be about $32 to $33 an hour. Thank you, Michael Pruitt. All these abandoned malls, you couldn't turn them into affordable housing? They turned City Hall in my city of Kansas City, Missouri. They turned City Hall, the building that used to be City Hall, into apartments. Apartments. And yet, there's large ass swaths of Kansas City that just has buildings there that are doing nothing. If you want to have an empire, fine. But you got to take care of it. Tough talk ain't going to do it. Sorry. Tough talk does not get shit done. Puffing your goddamn chest out talking about they got this amount of time and we into civilization. Bitch, if you don't sit your monkey ass down, you ain't thrown a punch in anger in your entire life. And that is true, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump has never had a physical fight in his life, but he can talk all that tough shit. Boy, sit your stupid ass down. Sit down. I've been punched in my mouth. I know what it feels like. I punch people in the mouth. I know what it feels like. War should be the last thing we do. The last. Because we should be too busy fixing the United States to go to war with anybody else. So I'm going to end this show like this, kid. Howard Beale said it best. You're a human being, God damn it. Your life has value. Say this one more time. Say this one more time. You're a human being, God damn it. Your life has value. Now, the question becomes, what do you do with it? Black MAGA is a distraction. Donald Trump's True Social is a distraction. Kristi Noem's screwing Corey Lewandowski while her husband wears balloons in his chest, that's a distraction. I'll even go you one further. Goddamn Epstein files are a distraction because you know there's a bunch of rich people on there. Pam Bondi said it her damn self. If we release the names, the American economy would crash. Bitch, you better get to crashing in, goddammit. Let it fall. America is going to take 10 to 100 years to recover from all the shit that Donald Trump is doing in a year and a half. So when the recovery starts, do not be silent. Because we're not talking about bald eagles and flags and mom's apple pie and that bullshit ass song anymore. No, we're talking about the people of the United States. The immigrants, whether they come across the border or come from Ellis Island, the black folks that have been here since the chains was on them, the indentured servants whose children now work these shitty ass 9-to-5 jobs with no money, living in their cars, our native brothers and sisters who deserve more than what we have given them. It is time for newer, fresher leadership. And yes, kids, that means everybody. A black woman, a black man, a gay woman, a gay man, a trans woman, a trans man, someone that speaks Spanish, someone that is Muslim, someone that is Jew. It is time for us to open this shit up. And above all else, it is not the time to be docile. Not anymore. You are a human being. God damn it. Your life has value. So does your kids. So does your grandkids. So does your spouse. So does your neighbor and their kids and their grandkids and their spouse. So does the neighbor across the street and their kids and their grandkids and their spouses and things that of that nature. You want to make America great for the very first time? You stop listening to propaganda. Listen to the truth. America, the United States of America, is failing, not because of anything outside of this bitch. It's because on the inside, no one has truly said, what is America? I'll tell you what it is. I can look you in the face and I can tell you exactly what it is. America is you. America is you. What do you want for your country? Ask not what America can do for you. Ask what you can do for America. John F. Kennedy. True then, true now. You better get mad. Or else this hellscape we all live in will be passed down to people you genuinely care about, your kids and grandkids. And what kind of shitty human being would do something like that? Get some rest, Wolfie. I love you to death. Thank you all. Thank every single one of you. I am under the weather, and I didn't even know whether or not I'd have a good show. I tried. If it was bad, it's my fault. I will take responsibility for it. But I wanted to give you guys a quality show. So that is what I am going to do. I'm going to go inside and take some medicine because I got another show tonight Tonight, on these GCPR airwaves, it is Heart to Heart with the one and only Pastor Gia Clinton, spiritual and relationship advice from one of the best to ever do it. Pastor Gia Clinton, Heart to Heart, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these GCPR airwaves. Tonight, it is Rouse High Exalted with myself, the angriest IT nerd, General Gambit, and the one and only, I did not realize he was doing this, but he is a goddamn Harlequin romance novel model for the cover of the books, Mr. Dave the Viking. We're going to joke about that shit. We're going to joke about that shit. Damn it. The GCPR TikTok page has pictures of Dave doing them poses and shit. And I'm like, yo, I need to pay off this house. How much skin do I need to show to get on one of these goddamn listen, if you're a black author and you need a more realistic looking black man to pose for you, say no more, fam. I got you. Just bring the goddamn bread. That's listen, if posing half naked will pay off this goddamn house,
Just bring the goddamn bread.
the goddamn bread.
Bring us the bread.
Bring the bread. That's all I'm asking. So tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these GCPR YouTube channels and on Rouse High Exalted's YouTube channel as well. I am under the weather, so I'm going to go ahead and end this quickly. What is it that we say every day, kids? Please understand that the best part of America is you, and you control the destiny of this place. Hydrate, elevate, self-love, and self-care. I love you all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. The good word for one, Miss Tracina. Let me look up. Let me look. Let me look. It's probably there. I don't know. Be limitless today. I love you. I'm proud of you. Remember, the best revenge is your own happiness. I got your 6. That is the inspirational word from Miss Star O'Gwyn. What is it that we say every day, kids? This is your country. Take it. Take it back. Do not let the stupid dictate how you fight. Do not let the dumb dictate how you argue. Do not let the less than tell you what your worth in this world is. And I do not care what demographic you come from. I fight for you. I stand with you. I love on you. And I mean every single word of it until my last dying breath. So what is it we say every day, kids? Be kind, be positive, be authentic, be you. I love y'all. Kick some full necky ass today. We are bricked to show our shoulders with a $1.50 house today. That is the kind word from Miss Lyles. What is it we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Oh, before I go, let me end with the universal greeting of the coffee beans. Bow your heads.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. Today's mine. That's just what it is.
That's it. That's all. That's the post. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. This has been The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. I love you all. Be safe. I will see you tomorrow. Truthful Thursday, we are talking mental health. Tomorrow for Truthful Thursday. And I want you to bring your stories. I want you to bring the feelings that it brought you, because tomorrow we are talking about mental health. I will start with myself and we will go from there. As always, with love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow, Truthful Thursday. And then we got one more day to the weekend, baby. Hey, I love you guys. And you better not ever forget that. See you tomorrow.